Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you all for being here uh, this afternoon. I forget whether it's morning, noon, or whatever. But thank you all for being here. And we're going to go ahead and get started because I was running a little bit late. But today is Monday, Monday morning. Well, Monday, it's Monday, guys. Um, July the 14th, I think it is. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me just let y'all see my shirt because wifey club. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and get started while I put this lotion on my hands. See my lotion? I got the lotion up these hands and everything. But oh Lord, let me get down out of here. Y'all give me a second. But I will be talking. And my lotion. Okay. Okay, I got it out. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. You can have stuff in your lotion, guys. Oh, I had to get it out. Now I can put it on. I just dipped my hands into it. But anyway, let me do it this way. We're going to go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. Yes, we are. I got to put this lotion on. You know, I love my lotion. Okay. All right. This has got honey in it. It's a vanilla honey. Keep that by my desk because I just love it. I love it. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and get the rules, the house rules out of the way first. I want to welcome everybody to the Pink House. Thank you all for being here. And then make sure you hit that like button because hitting that like button is very, very important. Very important to me to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for me, please. Subscribe to the channel for me. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. I know we're just getting started. Good morning, Carlton. How you doing today? I hope you're going to have a good week. I know I am. I am. I'm going to have a good week. Now, you all won't see me going live tomorrow. That's why I'm going to make sure I do what I do today. But I may come back later on tonight because I know I can't go live tomorrow. Okay? So that's why I'm trying to do everything today. And I hope you all watch my videos I dropped last night. Carlton, if you have not watched them, go watch my videos I dropped last night. Okay? I dropped them on all three channels. Different video. It's the same live, but different parts of it. I dropped like a part 1, part 2, part 3, 4, 5. So different parts of it. I would say part 4, or was that 5? No, part 5. I dropped on my channel, the original Pinkie. I sat back and watched that. It was so hilarious. I made a short of it too. So I can put it on all the channels. And then this morning I was watching it again and saw something that I said, Lord, that video is hot. That part of it is hot. And that one is real. It's not that long. So I'm going to make sure I put it on all of them. Okay, that one. But it's a live that I recorded from the Queen. Okay, that's the only name I'm going to give y'all, the Queen. Okay, because I don't want her name on none of this salacious, scandalous, chili bang bang stuff. We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get started, because we're not gonna wait for nobody. Okay. Shannon Sharpe. Y'all remember? Everybody remember when this man had this lawsuit. $50 million lawsuit from his OnlyFans girlfriend, Gabbi. Y'all remember her? Yeah, y'all remember her, Gabbi. This is the girl, Gabbi, the OnlyFans one. They tried to tell him $25,000 for each cheek, each side of her butt. If you want to clap that butt, she got left and right, $25,000 for each side. But he was clapping it. Yeah, ain't no allegedly, because he admitted that out of his own mouth he was clapping it. So, but first day of court, they had drama in the courtroom. Drama in the courtroom on the first day. They can't even get off good. But somebody's talking about somebody is playing somebody. Somebody is clapping back at somebody. Yeah. Was it a mix-up in the courtroom? Or what? Or like Shannon said, it was a shakedown. But I don't think it was a shakedown. I think that was to me, I really do think it was a mix-up. Because you can't, it ain't nobody. $50 million? It had to be a mix-up. I'm going to just take it as a mix-up because ain't nobody that crazy. Okay? But anyway, we'll get into it. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Let me just y'all remember everything. I should show what is that video of Shannon talking about y'all know Shannon be clowning. Can't nobody say Shannon don't clown. I'm not gonna. Where is Shannon clowning? Talking about there's a shakedown. Let me see, can I find Shannon talking about it's a shakedown? Oh wait, I don't have to do it like that. I just pull up my own video of Shannon talking about it's a shakedown. Shannon no, wasn't no doggone shakedown. But he lost that $150 million, $100 million podcast deal, $100 million podcast deal on the line because you want them to air it all out. Man, Shannon just lost his mind then. So I'll just take it as Shannon lost his effing mind. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. Shannon, you just lost your mind. Let's go ahead and listen to this. I was trying to find my video of Shannon talking about it's a shakedown first so we can play that, but we may just have to do what we got to do first. Let me see. I'm looking for it, guys. Just give me 1 second. Because Shannon know he be clowning. Shannon just clowns. He's a messy. But I was all good. I'm still good with Shannon. But when you're messy, you're just messy. But he know he got that podcast. His Shay Shay. Oh wait, I'm gonna see can I, because these are all the docs on here. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm trying to pull this up, guys. I went on to that. I did this. This was 2 months ago. It says 2 months ago. Shannon Sharpe versus Jane Doe. 56-year-old man versus a 19-year-old. Court docs. Oh, yeah, I got court docs on this one here. Yeah, let me let y'all see what. Let me let you see. Let me enlarge this sucker. So what I want to do is first find that video. This is 2 months ago. I know I looked a hot mess then, but sometimes I still look like a hot mess. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, did I just see somebody in here? My thoughts. Good afternoon, Pinkie, chat, and mods. My thoughts. Every live I've been doing, and I think Colton can testify to this because he was big in those lives. I've been asking about you. I've been asking about you. Happy Monday. The reason why is because what's her name? Sweet Tea came up yesterday. She had got her you remember we did a giveaway gift on the what is that called? The verdict watch party. And we did giveaway gifts, right? Let me just take this down. And we did giveaway gifts, and she already received her fan, and she came she couldn't come up for some reason. It was blocking her. She kept getting blocked. But she tried to come up. Her and Linda Gamble kept trying, and I don't know, somebody blocked them. Okay, well, anyway, Sweet Tea already got her fan. Remember this fan here? This one here? This one, okay? And I think you was one of the people that had left the live early. Let me see, can I find my notes? Yes, you had left, I guess, early when, because we kept doing, and a lot more people kept winning, and some people won 2 fans and three things. One person won 3 things, fan and something else, and then from that, then somebody won 2 fans, and then everybody else won 1. But anyway, I gave away 6 things. I think I did 6, 7, 6, I think. But anyway, I needed your color, what color fan, and since we all together decided, well, I suggested it, your avatar is green. I didn't know what color to get you, so I got you. I bought green for you. Let me go get it so you can see it. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know which bag is which, but everybody else is gone, been mailed out. Oh, wait, okay. I think, yeah, this one is yours in green. It haven't been opened. You can see it here. It's in green. It's waiting to get to you. And also, we need to still get in touch with Terry Matthews because she got 2 fans. And I haven't been able to get in touch, get her address. She got a brown and a blue, that navy blue and the brown fan. She's given one to her, I think it's her sister or somebody she said she's going to give one to. She did tell me, I forgot. Let me see who she said she was going to give it to. I think she said her sister. But anyway, with that being said, with that being said, you're welcome. Everybody stuff been mailed out, and you and Terry Matthews is the only one. I've been hoping, I've been saying every day, one day y'all gonna come into my live, and if you see Terry Matthews anywhere, just let her know she needs to come into Pinkie's live. So she since I don't know whether you can come up, since nobody is up on my panel, let me tell you this why. Why? Because when a guest come up on the panel, they get access to my private chat. I have a private chat. All content creators got a private chat. And you can type your address in there. Nobody can see it but me and you. Nobody can see my private chat. So if somebody is doing something in my chat, harassing people, somebody can be on my panel and type it in. Nobody can see it unless you own the panel. You see, but there's nobody on the panel. So only one person could see it is me and you. And as soon as I write your address down, I delete it before you leave so you can see that it's been deleted. Okay. They gave me theirs through Instagram. I got everybody's address through Instagram, unless you got Instagram, or unless you want to try to come up right now and just give me your so I can get your address, and then you can hop right back down so we can get back. Either way, or you can contact me through Instagram. Let me know which one is best for you, because you don't have to show yourself, because I know I'm asking you to come up. Okay. Normally new people always ask, but since I'm trying to, I know who you are. So if you want to come up and do that, you can, or just let me know, or you want to send it to me through Instagram. Pinkie the Housewife is my Instagram account. Okay. All right. Just let me know what you want to do before you disappear on me, because I really want to get those out. I will use IG. Okay, thank you. Okay, if you want to use IG, and please put your even if you just put your first name instead of my thoughts, I will still put my thoughts on it, but need so I can put it on there, so I know who I just sent this to, because I got y'all's two is the only ones that still left. And we're going to do this again, guys. We will be doing this again. I'm trying to get to my 6,000 subscribers. Once I get to 6,000 subscribers, we're going to do this again. Okay. And I'm only 207 from being 6,000 subscribers. Just need 207 subscribers. Normally I can have, that's nothing to get, but I need everybody. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because it costs you $0 to subscribe. Okay. It just helps me to keep bringing great content to you, and help so that way we can do a lot of fun things. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with the matter at hand. Let me bring this back up. I was trying to see, do I have that video of Shannon acting a fool? He was doing an apology. Let me see, can I find the video? We still got his docs here. We got those, right, guys? Let me see that apology video. No, we can still go over these court docs. I don't see it. I don't see it in there. I'm going to delete out of here. Okay. I'm still looking. Just give me 1 second. While I look, let's go ahead and get this here started again. While I look, we'll go ahead and I'll be looking while I do this here. But thank you, everybody, for being here. If you're in the bushes, come on out and hit that like button. Just step over the bushes or put that hand out. This is going to be from Law&Crime Network with Jesse Weaver. This is just, this happened just last week, because court was just last week. So this just happened last week. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play it so you all can watch it. Here we go. And then we're going to get into it, because this, you know, Shannon, I don't know Shannon. Shannon be doing the wrong thing. Put a big black baby in me.
Shannon Sharpe's legal counsel showed up, but the plaintiff's legal team?
Okay.
At a first court appearance in a $50 million rape and abuse lawsuit, Shannon Sharpe's legal counsel showed up, but the plaintiff's legal team? Not so much. The surprise no-show raises some serious questions about the future of a case already loaded with explosive allegations and high-stakes drama. We are going to break down how all of this unfolded, what could come next in a lawsuit that is tangled in celebrity controversy, and what we should be thinking about as we talk next moves for Shannon Sharpe. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. The first hearing in the explosive $50 million civil lawsuit against
It just dropped. Okay. Guys, let me see what happened. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in to grace us with your presence. I'm so happy to see you. And Sharon, my thoughts is in here. She's going to make sure she give me her address, because I've been mentioning this in every live. I need my thoughts to show up. Somebody make sure if you see her, let her know that Pinkie is looking for her. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. I don't know how that just dropped it down. I don't know. But
attorney representing the plaintiff showed up at the Clark County District Court out in Nevada. Unusual, potentially damaging. We're going to discuss that. But you have to start asking questions about the direction, maybe the stability of a lawsuit that's delivered more than its fair share of surprises since first grabbing the headline several months ago. Now, before we dive into the latest developments, got to do a little bit of a rewind here. So the lawsuit that was filed on April 20th, 2025 by prominent Houston attorney Tony Buzbee on behalf of an anonymous woman in her 20s contains graphic allegations against the former NFL tight end turned media superstar Shannon Sharpe. And the complaint alleges that Sharpe engaged in what is essentially a pattern of sexual violence and psychological abuse during what began as a consensual relationship with the plaintiff, who, by the way, is apparently more than 30 years his junior. According to court documents, the plaintiff met Sharpe at a Los Angeles gym when she was just 19 years old, and the lawsuit claims that Sharpe, quote, incessantly pursued the young woman, demanding her phone number, eventually asking her to visit his home, and most disturbingly, possibly, is the filing alleges that Sharpe required this woman to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, before their first meetings, although this request is something she repeatedly refused. Now, the relationship, according to her, allegedly turned abusive, verbally screaming at or berating her, violent sexual episodes, control. But the most graphic allegation describes Sharpe allegedly sexually assaulting and raping her, including ignoring her screams and refusing to wear a condom. Now, the lawsuit also claims that Sharpe secretly recorded their intimate encounters, shared the videos without her consent. But maybe the most chilling aspect of this are the alleged threats that were captured in audio recordings that were released by Tony Buzbee. In fact, in one clip, a voice identified as Sharpe's can be heard saying, "If you say that word one more time, I'm going to bleep and choke the bleep out of you when I see you." Now, the woman, allegedly the plaintiff in the case, then can be heard saying she doesn't want that, while the voice resembling Sharpe responds, "Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter." So it becomes a question, do you take that literally? Or I think the other way of looking at it from the defense's point of view would be this is role playing of some kind. Well, Sharpe has adamantly denied all the allegations through his attorney, or one of his attorneys, Lanny Davis, who called the lawsuit, quote, a classic definition of blackmail. And the former NFL star took to Instagram shortly after the lawsuit became public, posting a video where he called the allegations, quote, a shakedown, promised to fight back aggressively, quote, what they're getting is sued, Sharpe declared in the since deleted post. And he even suggested that Buzbee planned to release edited portions of a sex tape and challenged him to release the full recording.
This is a shakedown. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I wouldn't myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So now let's talk a little law here. So typically,
Okay, I didn't know I had no sound. That's why I hate muting myself. That's why I really hate muting myself. Thank you so much for letting me know that I had no sound. At this point in her team was a no-show at court. Yeah, her team was a no-show because Shannon's attorney forgot to take it off the docks because they've been working behind the scenes trying to reach a settlement. And in between that, trying to work behind the scenes, that's why I said, is it a for real? By taking the date off the court docs, or is it for real, you didn't forget to take it off? And you just want to apologize. Because Shannon's team did apologize. They did apologize for the slip up, the mix up. Yeah, they apologized. So that's why I say, is it for real? Shannon, are you playing with, because if she don't show up, then by default, that you may win. You can win from this. Diddy lost $100 million when the Smith guy, Cordell Smith, sued him, and he never answered or anything. You know, you're supposed to answer when somebody's when you receive those docs. You don't supposed to just ghost them or just throw them away. You're supposed to answer those things. Thank you. I was muted. I'm not going to mute myself no more. Let me see what this says. All this happened when her team was a no-show at court. She had taken the 10 million. She should have taken the 10 million. They both wrong. Why try to get the public on either side at this point? He played now. Play the 304, in my opinion. I hear you. I hear you. Oh my God. They got to pay something because he don't want to start looking like Diddy, the Diddler. Everything came about the Diddler. You don't want to go to court. They got a snippet of what been going on. You don't want the whole 2 years laid out. And you lose more. So just pay and then keep your drawers up unless you're going to go find somebody, like Monique said, find somebody your age, right? There may be a Sicilian somewhere waiting on you, ready to cook you breakfast and rub them alligator toes. But Shannon go get pedicures, so.
Defendants in lawsuits, in federal lawsuits, are given 21 days to respond with an answer once they're provided the summons and complaint. An answer being where they go through the allegations in the complaint line by line, paragraph by paragraph, and they admit, deny, say they don't have enough information. It's a response. And, you know, what's interesting about this is, according to reporting from the New York Post, it doesn't seem that Sharpe has legally responded as of yet. Can't really.
Okay. Thank you, Janetta. Janetta Speaks from coming in. You're driving. You drive safely, okay? Just listen and you just drive safely. All right. We're just talking about the first court date of Shannon Sharpe and his OnlyFans model girlfriend, Gabbi. And there was a shakeup, a makeup.
Confirm that, but that's what the reporting seems to suggest. And we'll talk more about that when we get into it. But first, I want to bring on a special guest to help me break down the latest, including what happened in this hearing. I am joined by sports attorney Dan Lust, professor, New York Law School. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for taking the time.
Always good to see you, Jesse. Happy to help.
Thanks. So what are the typical timelines for a high-profile civil lawsuit like this to progress from filing to resolution? Am I right that it's 21 days to respond? I mean, is it typical? How does it work for people who don't know how civil lawsuits typically work?
Yeah, I mean, this is like law school basics, right? We're talking about how a lawsuit started, right? There's the filing of the complaint. There's the service of the complaint. So, you know, certainly depends on what court you're in, what state you're in. But generally, right, once you are served with the complaint, sometimes you have 21 days. Sometimes you add some more time if it's personal service versus a mailing, right? But either way, once a commencement papers are started, you have a set amount of days to respond to that. Otherwise, you risk being held in default, either by plaintiff's counsel's motion or sometimes, right, particularly in federal court, something like sua sponte, right? And that's a fun Latin term where the judge themselves decides to hold you in default. So it is somewhat odd, and I know Jesse there's probably more questions than answers. We get to this hearing, and we have no response from defendant, but we also have a no-show from plaintiff. So it's not really your typical setting how we're starting this debate and this case, a very high-profile case. But I wouldn't say this is following the normal playbook, so to speak.
By the way, as we're talking about a big lawsuit like this, how could I not talk about experts in the litigation field? Morgan & Morgan. This is America's largest injury law firm, our sponsor. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a 9.
Okay, guys. Let me just say this. Make sure you all hit that like button coming in. That's very important to me. And subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed, because I'm 207 subscribers away from hitting 6,000. Okay. And if anybody go back and do the replay, make sure you put in your comments. Put in your comments.
What happened or didn't happen.
207 hashtag 207. Okay. And share the video if you have to. Share the video. Tell your mom and your daddy or your sister and your brother that I need 207 subscribers. All right. Just let them know. So when they go to work, they can go ahead and have all their friends to do the same thing. All right. Thank you, guys.
Happen in a second, because I think it's interesting that apparently a lawyer didn't show up and why that might happen. But going back to this, if it's real, if the reporting's true, and this was filed in April, I mean, we're already in July. We would say 21 days, 30 days. I didn't see anything. Yeah, I didn't see anything about him getting some sort of extension. He might have, but what would be the reason to not prepare an answer? And would there be a situation where the court says we're going to allow the case to go forward? You're not in default. Just file an answer as soon as you can. I mean, it just seems strange that based on the report, I think it was from the New York Post a few days ago, that they.
Let me read what recently, since he's talking about that, an extension or default. Let me just pull that up right quick. This is from KLAS TV. Okay. The Las Vegas CBS affiliate, KLAS TV, was on hand in the courtroom on Wednesday, July the 9th. Clark County District Court Judge Anna Aberson granted an adjournment on the case for 45 days. So they got about 45 days. Don't mess it up. Hi, Miss D6218. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Miss Pinkie and ladies 207. Everyone has a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. And make sure everybody hit that like button coming in. We're talking about these men that rise to power and fame and money. These black men, and they go acting a fool. They go acting a fool. You better get your money and sit down and get you a good woman your age and sit yourself down. Even if you just like them young, don't go get them 19-year-olds and 18-year-olds. Go get you somebody, but you're 56 years old. So a 40-year-old woman is young to you. That's young. You can even get a 50-year-old, and 50-year-olds look more. Some of them 50-year-olds look better than some of these young women. He just want to be clapping cheeks like that. But you can get some 40-year-old women got bodies like that. All they have to do is just pull their shorts up in their butt. That's all you have to do. Pull your shorts up in your butt and make your butt and stick your butt out. And he be thinking he got somebody in their 20s. Yeah. That's all you have to do. This girl here is too young for you. Your kids are older than her. She's old enough to be your granddaughter, your grandchild. You don't fool with somebody old enough to be your grandchild, because it comes back to bite you in the booty. You go find you somebody If you don't want them 40 and 50, what about a 30-year-old? Somebody in their 30s. That'll work. Because 30-year-olds got bodies like that. Bam, boom. Yes, they do. They got the chitty, chitty, bang, bang on both sides. From chitty, chitty, and the bang, bang. These men just don't realize that. They be risking their fortune, their legacy, the money that they use to take care of their kids. I don't care if your kid is in college or grown, but that's still that's the family's money. Because the wife probably stayed home and raised them kids so that you can go out there and play all the football that you want and have to put up with you fooling around all them times and bringing on all kinds of diseases and stuff to her. And then when you finally grow up and become an old man, she expects you to stop all that craziness. Stop acting a fool. But no, you don't want to stop acting a fool. Shoot, your woman probably be happy if you wanna just give it to her every day like that, because as long as you ain't fooling around. But she know you was fooling around on Gabbi here, so you just no hope. Just no hope for you. Just hope that thing get deflated one day and just don't come back up. Then you really sit your butt down then, because you know you can't go dangling it in from some young woman's face. She'll laugh at you like you sick. She'll call you sick and she'll put it all over social media that your thing don't work. That thing don't work no more. So you'll stay home then, won't you? You'll stay home you'll go find your old woman and stay home then, huh? These women can't stay married to these football players and basketball players and all this and hip hop artists, because they don't know when to stop fooling around. And there's another one I'm going to call out. I'm going to call his butt out because he know he was wrong. He know he was wrong. He's wrong. Ashanti, I'm on your side. Okay. You need to snap off on him. Just give it to him. I'm going to talk about them because Nelly, you cool, but you messed up big time. You got a good woman like Ashanti at home, and you all out in the street. I don't, and he's old too. They be I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. They just make me want to I be trying to refrain from calling out folks. Okay, but anyway, this was held in the courtroom on Wednesday, July 9th. Clark County District Court Judge Anna Albertson granted an adjournment on the case for 45 days after the ex-NFL attorney Robert DeMarco requested on his client's behalf. Okay, I'm not through. Let me see which way to go. Okay, now the judge reported to be disappointed that no one from the plaintiff's side appeared on the client's behalf, prompting some legal analysts to speculate that things wasn't looking good for the accuser. No, what happened was this joker right here. I'm just going to be straight. This joker right here, attorney, forgot to take it off the docks. Do I believe that? No. Well, do I believe they forgot? Yeah, because he thinking girl gonna settle. Girl gonna settle. That's what he thinking. She didn't want the 10 million. I think you're gonna have to give her more. You're gonna have to give her more, so you can save your career. That way you can keep making money, Shannon. Shannon, do the right thing. You busted wide open, tore that child up inside, and I know she enjoyed it though. I don't know. Can't say that. Okay, but anyway, let's see. Let me see. Speaking to the CBS affiliate, Attorney Robert, what is this? Dashvergis, who does not, sorry if I butchered his name, who does not represent either side, said that it was not in Sharpe's accuser's best interest to not appear in court. And we already explained that. Whether to set up a settlement conference or to set hearings for litigation, you expect all parties to be present, he said. I can't see a typical advantage to be gained by failing to appear. Anybody know that girl ain't gonna pass up $50 million for not to show up? Something had to happen on the back end. Don't y'all let that fool you. But this is coming. This is from Tony Busby. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Tony Busby. You know what? I like Tony Busby. I don't care what nobody says. He cracks me up. He's funny. Okay, Tony Busby followed back and saying, no, we didn't miss a hearing. We didn't miss hearing. We don't miss hearings. I'm going to do it like they would do it. Okay. No. Oh, let me take this down. No, we didn't miss a hearing. We don't miss hearings. Okay. What happened was that Sharpe legal team agreed that we didn't need the hearing, but they mistakenly failed to remove it from the court schedule, the court docket, whatever docket. So it wasn't the plaintiff's mistake or Tony Busby. It was Sharpe legal team, and him. Blame it on them. Blame it on the defense. Yeah, that's what happened. Stated by Shannon Sharpe's legal team. Show more. First hearing in Shannon Sharpe's $50 million SA lawsuit delayed as defense issued an apology to the court. The defense issued the defense, which is Shannon Sharpe and his legal team, issued an apology. Oh, I'm so sorry. We forgot to take it off the docket. We forgot to remove that court date off the docket. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what happened. Now, I'm not rooting for nobody. Okay, I'm just reporting it, but I'm just trying to be two people. I'm trying to be the defense, and I'm trying to be the prosecution. That's all. Y'all know. That's all I'm doing. So if it was removed from the docket, why did Shannon's team show up? That is a good question. But why would Shannon's team issue an apology and take blame for it? Because I think they was working behind the scenes trying to reach a settlement. And then they was hoping, probably in my opinion, that the plaintiff team, the prosecution, them don't show up. So then they win by default. Just speculating. I don't know for sure. But that is a good question, my thoughts. That is a good question. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and pull this on up. Let me see. The court has to remove it. The lawyers cannot do that. Well, they didn't submit the required information to get it removed. I don't know, but thank you for that one. Yeah, the court have to remove it, but somebody have to request it.
They said there was no legal response yet. Can you give any insight into that?
Yeah, I mean, this is I tell my clients, right? Like the wheels of justice turn very slowly, and sometimes you don't really have an answer, right? And sometimes just, hey, what is stopping these attorneys from just kind of pushing the case out indefinitely? So behind the scenes, judges are graded on their own rubrics about how quickly they're adjudicating cases. So no judge is in the business of just allowing a case to be, we'll say, extended indefinitely. And judges, part of their job, in addition to getting a decision on the merits or pushing the parties toward a settlement, is to push the parties in some direction and not just kind of lay out there. And Jesse, just I guess like strategically, when Lanny Davis came onto the case, he came in very aggressively. And I know we spent a lot of time in our last conversation talking about making public of certain settlement negotiations. Lanny Davis also said that Sharpe was going to go on the aggressive with his own defamation case. So, I just from the initial posturing of the case, Sharpe is not taking an aggressive standpoint. Quite the contrary. He's just kind of playing wait and see, I guess, for lack of a better term. So, if people have questions as to why Sharpe and his legal team, and I think there's some new lawyers involved now, it's certainly a changing of the strategy, which on day one was let's go 100 miles per hour, let's go on the offensive. And now when you don't really file an answer, it's safe to say you're not even playing defense. You're just kind of doing nothing.
Is that typical in the sense, like you could say, okay, well, there's a change in circumstances. We're going to come off aggressive first, but things can change. It's not necessarily that there was a mistake made with that comment. I mean, there could be a situation where you say a thing one day and then there's a change in circumstances the next, right? I mean, I hear exactly what you're saying. And I believe Lonnie Davis had talked about how Shannon Sharpe had rejected a settlement offer. And like you said, we talked about that. Was that wise to make that public? But I guess there could be maybe just a reason why there seems to be a change.
I'll give you my best guess, right? So it looks like Lanny Davis, for we'll say best case scenario, is one of now a number of lawyers involved on Sharpe's side. So it could be, right, you have new representation, they want to slow things down, they want to just change the gear, right? The other, just I want to throw this out there, and again, you and I are trying to make sense of what is pretty much a barren docket at this point. Why, and certainly on the plaintiff side, people are not, it's not a foreign concept. Plaintiff's attorneys in a case like this will generally work off of some contingency. So they'll get paid assuming plaintiff side wins, right? They're not generally working off of a billable hour system. Very different on the defense side, where defense counsel are getting paid by the hour, right? Billable hours. So if Sharpe's side were to take an aggressive standpoint on a defense case, for the most part, again, we're not aware of what Sharpe's arrangement is here, but you'd be paying attorneys by the hour to take an aggressive standpoint on that defense. Now, hypothetically, Jesse, let's say the parties, since you and I last spoke, right, the end of April, beginning of May, whenever that was, let's say the parties have made some additional traction towards settlement. And as Sharpe's lawyer, Davis, said, at one point they were making some progress. So let's say over the last 2 months or so, they've made some progress. That would be a reason to slow down these court proceedings. So Sharpe's side is not racking up the legal hours, speeding a case along in terms of starting the process of discovery and getting a deposition schedule. And maybe they're having some real substantive momentum of moving this forward. That's also a plausible explanation. It's not just changing of the guard. It could be some progress is being made behind the scenes that you and I wouldn't see.
Well, let's talk about it, because let's go to this hearing. So Judge Anna Albertson presided over what should have been a routine meeting for the civil suit that has obviously made national headlines since it was filed in April. But instead, the hearing became notable for who wasn't there. Any legal representation for the anonymous female plaintiff accusing the 57-year-old media personality of sexual assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Only one attorney appeared in that downtown Las Vegas courtroom. There was Robert DeMarco, who's representing Sharpe's legal team, which, by the way, is primarily composed of New York-based lawyers. And DeMarco explained to Judge Albertson that other attorneys on Sharpe's team, they were currently handling cases out of state, so he was there. Now, the defense requested a 45-day extension to review the progress, which the judge granted, despite, and this was interesting, despite expressing surprise that Sharpe's team wasn't pushing for a quicker resolution, meaning like a settlement. So the next hearing is now scheduled for September 3rd. Dan, a lot to make here. How on earth is it possible?
So Sharpe wanna take it out to September the 3rd. I would think, in my opinion, let me get from y'all. What do you all think? I think that's in Shannon's best interest, because he's losing a lot of money. Sharpe. He's losing a lot of money because there's nobody going to come his way with no deals, no sponsors, no nothing. Nobody. They waiting to see what's going to happen here before they offer anything. They want to see. The quicker he get this stuff settled, And hopefully no more stuff comes out about their ex allegations, relationship, or nothing. None of that. Try to keep it contained. Just let us just stay with the little stuff we got in our head versus the courthouse. They're going to do discovery. Everything. They probably already done that. Knowing our Busby, that already been done. Been done. And what's going to happen is no more than more information that we don't know. And this is going to end up like another Diddy trial with stuff that oh Lord, every day, we're going to be with something new, something new. Bombshell here, a bang bang here, a chitty bang bang there. It's like, can they give it a rest? Man, I would have been paid that girl so quick. But you and her, what y'all did, and you know what you did to her, and you knew she was too young. That's grandbaby kind of juice you was fooling around with. That was some woman that's your age. That wasn't somebody 30 or 40 or 50. You 56, so even a 50 is young. But that wasn't nobody that 30. She wasn't even 25. When you met her, she was still a teenager. And then you pursued her. You should have went home and said to yourself, I don't need to be chasing this 19-year-old girl all around the gym. She said no the first day. I better listen to this child. I'm gone. Because she thought you was a gross old man. Until she found out how much money this gross old man got. But you started it, and it seemed like you're going to have to finish it, Shannon. Shannon going to have to do something. Shannon can't just sit there and play and twiddle his fingers while he lose money every day. If it wasn't for the shows, his podcasts, and Shay and all this other stuff that he got, because when he was on ESPN, he banked. They knew it. They knew they had a star in their hands. Not just on the field, but they knew Shannon brought in the views. He brought in the people. He brought in old folks, young folks, everything. He brought in even the teenagers want to listen to him. Even he brought in the white folks, the black folks, the Chinese folks, and the Asian. He brought in everybody. Hispanics, everybody. Because they wasn't looking at him like that. They was looking at him. He's a star. He talked that mess. He's a star. That's what they was looking at. He had that star appeal. That big, giant body. To any woman, I'm going to tell you the truth. And then to any man that likes that body too of his, he had that big, giant, that big body. Yeah. No, don't say that to me. Y'all know y'all like these big bodies. Don't say that to me, because y'all know y'all like these big bodies. And he kept it in shape. That body was tight. It was tight. It was snap. And he kept it like that. And he ain't ugly, but he ain't no bad looking dude. But he ain't ugly. What makes him look good is his money. What makes him look good is how he carry himself. When you think he ain't out there grubbing around in the grass for these little 19-year-olds. If he had a grown woman, they could have been something. They could have been a power couple. We have the money, but the females may not have the money when the case get drugged on indefinitely, in my opinion. What's going to happen? We're going to find out stuff we don't even know. We ain't going to find out about the big black baby that she wanted inside of her. We ain't going to find out just because she wanted $25 a cheek and all this here. We're going to find out some stuff that he really don't want us to know. because that's what's going to happen during the discovery. So he better shut up and come on, pay this girl and get this thing settled instead of waiting till September the 3rd. That's a long time. And Diddy stuff is October the 3rd too. Oh, this is going back to back. 1 month we got him, then we got the Diddy. Oh Lord, both on the 3rd, September and October the 3rd. Sharpe was doing so good and his head got too big. Yeah, he was doing so good. That $100 million podcast, who do that? Who give people that? Because they know if they put Sharpe in that position, that $100 million gonna triple fold. They're gonna be making money out of their money, gonna be raining from the trees. They're gonna be out there shaking their own trees and telling the whole family out there, don't think suitcase so y'all can pick this money up and roll it into the house and dump it and come on back out here. We're going to pick this money, shake it on the tree. Shannon messed it all up. $50 million ain't nothing compared to what he was getting ready to get. And he already got money. He could have just gave him some of the money he already got and went on, got his $50 million podcast started. And he was going to make more money on top of that money. That's what you call being greedy, Shannon. Yeah. You want to clap that young girl's cheekbones and get all up in her and everything. But then you don't want to pay. But you doing wrong. You messed up. When you mess up, you need to just go ahead and pay that child. Pay that child. If she said no to $10 million, you keep going up until she say yes. She stopped at 50, so you know it's now no higher than 50. You just need to give a little more. Say 20. Then if she say no, then say 30. She gonna stop somewhere. See, that was his mistake. You know it was a cap at 50. But you was already worth more than 50 million. These ninjas get greedy. He had a promising career. Gloria, our team may be able to hang in there for her. Yeah, Gloria Aldridge. Yes. Gloria, she handled some big profile cases. Yes. I don't know what to say, Shannon. I'm just going to let Shannon do him because he's trying to wait out to September the 3rd. Man, you this been dragging on the whole time we ain't had to Diddy. This started before the Diddy trial started. I ain't gonna say nothing else. This is how ninjas get to be greedy. You want to slap up all that 19-year-old juice all over you, and then you want to choke her, throw her around, and do essay her and everything like that, and then you don't want to pay up all the time. Just pay the woman and save the rest of your career. Because ain't no sponsors is going to touch him right now until this stuff is settled. And then they're going to play a wait and see game. They're going to wait and sit back and see first. See who all is going to go there first. They're going to let other people test the waters before the big ones touch it. Shannon, you just messed up. Everybody love you, but they know you was a fool. You came down to the fool's level. You got on Diddy's level, a fool.
That an attorney for the plaintiff doesn't show up. How unusual is that? Is there a significant reason why that would happen? I can't imagine it's strategic. You got to show up to court. What's going on here? Does it say, wait a second, maybe this, I mentioned the word stability. Does it give you questions about the stability of this case?
Stability, viability. I mean, we can say that, but again, let's just play it like if a plaintiff's attorney doesn't show up to a case that they've commenced, right? They've made these big public statements, the case is out there, and you just no show. And I understand maybe the attorneys are out of town, whatever else. There is, at least as far as I can tell, no tactical or strategic advantage to making yourself look bad in front of the judge, right? And we're not aware of this. It's possible there were conversations between the lawyers to maybe adjourn the appearance if you couldn't be available. It's possible, but strategically, I can't see the reason for not showing up if you're the plaintiff side. Now that's, I guess, step one, right? I don't have the answer to that. It could be, right, in my second scenario I laid out for you, that they're getting close on settlement and they don't need to move things along with the judge. It's possible. And I guess, Jesse, before I move on to the other part of this. If the sides are working towards some type of resolution, neither side, and they think it's plausible and making some real progress, it behooves both sides to get a discovery schedule from the judge that would set up these set dates that they have to accommodate by in the exchange of discovery and whatnot. So that would kind of put the gas pedal on the commencement of the case in real settings with the judge. So that seems to line up that defense counsel would say, hey, no big deal, plaintiff's not here. Let's kick this out 45 days. Because alternatively, right, if there's no settlement progress and the parties aren't on the same page, if I'm accused, like Lanny Davis mentioned, of a completely frivolous case and this whole thing is defamatory, I am kicking and screaming that plaintiffs who commenced this case couldn't take the time to show up for the initial hearing. And we didn't hear that from Sharpe's side. So I think it's, again, trying to make sense of what we have here. It seems that both parties are on the same page, or else, defense counsel didn't create a clean record as to this inexcused absence from plaintiff's side, which should have been cause for concern.
I think you make a really fair analysis of what might be going on. I agree with you. You think it was interesting that the judge even said, you want to push this out more? I mean, the judge even said there seemed to be a surprise that it's not being resolved. Does that give you a sense of where the judge's head is regarding maybe what's happening behind the scenes, but also maybe the merits of the case or the substance of the case?
Well, yeah, and let's not just say it was kicked for 45 days is a long time, right? You go in front of federal judges and you ask for an extension, right? I was in court somewhat recently and we asked for an extension of a preliminary conference, very similar to what's going on here. And the judge, federal court judge, said, no, not doing that. Come to court and explain to me why you need it kicked. So 45 days is a long period of time for the adjournment too. It's not 7 days, it's not a week. It's not, hey, judge, we're working on it, we'll come right back. Defense counsel pushing this out 45 days to make up for plaintiff's counsel not being there is also worth paying attention to. I would say maybe a week, 2 weeks, tops 30 days. 45 days gives you a signal that the parties are in no rush to proceed on this. And again, I'm just looking at what Lanny Davis, the initial counsel for Sharpe, said on here. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to file for defamation. We haven't seen those, and we don't really see a pushing of the pedal this case. So my spider sense is going off that the parties are in some type of communication working towards resolution. Again, not confirmed, but that's what the breadcrumbs seem to say.
I think it'd be advantageous for Shannon Sharpe to settle this lawsuit after the comments that were made, after his defense, after what he's being accused of. Do you think from a legal point of view and a career point of view and a PR point of view, it would make sense to settle the case?
It's tough to say, right?
Right.
There will be a public that goes out and says any type of settlement, even if it's a no pay settlement, even if there's no admission of guilt and there's some public statement that we settled it just to move on, there will be a good portion of the public that will view this as being an admission of guilt, even if it's not. So for Sharpe's career, that's very public focused and media focused. You wouldn't recommend a settlement on a case you have no liability on. But as we know from Sharpe's side, and this was, I remember, Jesse, you and I spoke about this initially, for Sharpe's side to admit that they themselves were offering millions of dollars to settle the case, that plaintiff's side was refusing, tells you, right, that they wanted to settle this. So it's not really what I think is, or what you think is wise or unwise. Sharpe's own legal representatives are out there saying that they have had previously millions of dollars in authority to settle the case. So he kind of has to eat that fact. And this is, again, me. I didn't understand the logic behind it at the time. That type of admission that we're trying to settle this case as a 7-figure plus valuation. And shortly after that lawyer made those statements public to the world, that's when Sharpe had to step aside from ESPN. So even the entertainment of settlement seemed to distance himself from ESPN. So that's why we have very mixed messaging from Sharpe's camp as a whole. And I think what's best for his career would be to fight these tooth and nail on the merits, especially after your lawyer came out and said this was defamatory.
And think about who he's going up against, because let's talk for a second about the plaintiff's choice of attorney, which has added just another layer of intrigue to this case. We're talking about Tony Buzbee, gained national attention for representing, more than 20 women in sexual misconduct cases against NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson. He's also filed lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs, famously pursued a then drop case against Jay-Z that resulted in the rapper countersuing. And on his Instagram announcing the Sharpe lawsuit, Buzbee had written, "I'm extremely proud to represent Jane Doe. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money. I look forward to pressing this case in court." But Buzbee's absence at the July 9th hearing, seemingly without an explanation or local counsel appearing on his behalf. I mean, this is just based on what we're seeing in the reporting. Maybe there's something else going on as we're talking about. It certainly could raise eyebrows. So Dan, when you think about his involvement in this case, how does that factor everything in?
Well, it's funny you said that, right? Like, I'm looking forward to pressing this case. And again, we're talking about what Sharpe's representative said on day one, what they're doing today. Buzbee is saying, I'm looking forward to pressing this case. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, impossible to press the case if you don't show up to court and the case gets kicked.
I didn't even need to go to New York Law School to know that. Yep.
Yeah. Do you see my eyebrows? They're raised. They're very high. They're not like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson raised, but they're up here. To put it bluntly, if you don't show up for court and it becomes a public record that you didn't show up to court, and you as the client are not aware that your lawyer planned not to show up for court if there was some settlement, it is seemingly a fireable offense. Like, your job is to advance the case to get me paid, and you didn't show up. So, if Busby is off the case, right? If we see some type of substitution counsel on the record, that would be very interesting. But the fact that we have not yet, and again, it's only been a couple of days since it happened, tells you that this was probably some coordinated effort. Again, you and I are sitting here trying to make sense of what is otherwise a barren docket on an extremely high-profile case involving one of the more high-profile plaintiffs' lawyers and one of the most high-profile sports media figures. And we have a docket that has basically no progress since April. So that, again, unless we're just dealing with an anomaly, like a big elephant in the sports law sense, there's something cooking behind the scenes that is not certainly publicly available.
One more thing I wanted to address. I want to just talk real quick about the media fallout, the celebrity reaction. So the allegations have already impacted Sharpe's really successful media empire. Now, he temporarily stepped away from ESPN, but he continued his podcast, the popular Shay Shay program, the Nightcap podcast. And again, this was all following the lawsuit's filing. Although, to be clear, no network has formally severed ties with him. And fellow sports media personality Stephen A. Smith addressed the situation in a 20-minute YouTube video titled "My Thoughts on the Shannon Sharpe Situation," calling it a sad situation. He was carefully walking the line between supporting his friend and acknowledging the seriousness of the allegations. Here's what he had to say.
It's a sad situation. Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week. Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN. We've grown close as friends. I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him. I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt.
And the case also hangs over Sharpe's professional future, because before the lawsuit, he was reportedly negotiating a $100 million deal for his podcast network. And those talks appear on the outset to be on hold pending resolution of the legal situation. So, Dan, when we talk about what's at stake for him here and his reputation, what are your just initial thoughts about it?
Yeah, certainly it's going to have a hit on we'll say the type of audience that would otherwise listen to Shannon, right? ESPN, nobody, again, not a secret, anybody's owned by Disney, and it shouldn't be a surprise where Disney parts ways, vis-a-vis ESPN with someone like Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
You could say it's temporary, you could say it's permanent, we'll figure this out. ESPN has certainly given people second chances, but the nature of these allegations are assuming they're true, assuming they're established, are very dark, and you wouldn't second guess ESPN for not bringing someone like that back. That said, in this day and age, in this media culture, Shannon has something very special, right? He has continued to produce content for the Club Shay Shay podcast, a very successful YouTube channel, and he is seemingly, in his own way, he's become his own boss. I'm not sure if he's going to quite get the valuations he was before this dispute, but he's still garnering a very large audience on his own YouTube channel. And in this day and age, some people, again, for better or for worse, are uncancelable because they are their own boss. And if they put out content and the public still has an appetite for it, they can still exist and make money on their own channels. But for a wider distribution via Fox or NBC or ESPN, they might not want to take a chance on an outside individual, right? Same kind of conversations that were happening with Pat McAfee once upon a time, who remains with ESPN. No stranger to controversies. They pop up every so often, but Pat is his own animal and commands his own audience. So if one day Pat got fired from ESPN, he could have his own Pat McAfee YouTube channel and I'm sure do very, very well as a complete independent. So that's what Shannon has to weigh. It's a different culture than maybe we had 20, even maybe 10 years ago, where people did not have their own channels. And Jesse, you mentioned something interesting about someone like Stephen A., right, who hasn't had the same level of controversy of a Shannon or a Pat McAfee. Stephen A., while at ESPN, is building up these own channels, be it on YouTube or on social media. So it allows maybe a larger net for someone of that status to fall and land and be their own boss. So it's a different media culture we're looking at in 2025.
Dan Lust, thanks for making sense of it. All of this, sometimes what doesn't make sense, you make sense of it for us. Thank you so much. Good seeing you. Really appreciate you taking the time.
My pleasure, Jesse. Anytime.
And that's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you should get your podcasts. I'm Jesse Weber. I'll speak to you next time.
Okay, guys, let me just say this. Because of Shannon Sharpe, a lot of sports players, whether they're football, basketball, especially in the football, they are really been looking at Shannon. Shannon has been a force to be reckoned with. What I mean by that is they see Shannon no longer plays football, right? But he is doing really, really well. With advertisers, with sponsorships, with getting $1 million deals and this and that, and $100 million deals for podcasts and his show, his YouTube channel. They see how much money and how the audience just gravitate to Shannon, and a lot of them is trying to do the same thing. like Stephen A. Smith, like a lot of other ones. They're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to, while they are still hot and relevant, they're trying to use their fame because everybody knows them. So they're trying to use that. Everybody know who I am. I mean, I'm a household name. You wore my name on your chest or on your back. You have a t-shirt with my name on it, and this and that. So they look at that. Take it while you can. When you know your sports career going to be ending soon, or you can't go back and play basketball because of an injury or football because of this, you know it's going to be ending soon. Start capitalizing on your name and your fame. Start a YouTube channel, start a podcast, something. And they see Shannon makes it look easy, but not every, and Ocho Cinco, I think that's his name. You see him on Club Shake, that his podcast. You see, he had fallen from grace. He had fallen from grace. He had got to the point where he was getting broke. And you see what Shannon had done for him? Now he's looked at as he's gaining all that stuff that he lost back then. He's getting his people back that loved what he did. And they're rocking with him now. They're giving him that second chance. They're rocking with him. And I think, tell me whether I'm wrong. Is he the one that used to mess with Evelyn on Basketball Wives? If it is, I don't know. Is that the same one? Somebody put in the chat. Is that the one that used to date Evelyn from the Basketball Wives? If it's for you, it's for you. God knows best. True vision. Thank you for being here. Be blessed. Thank you for coming on and be blessed. Okay. Thank you. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. I do appreciate that, and I do need it. Y'all know I do. I need everybody to hit that like button. So I'm not going to lie to you. It's very important to me. But I want you all to watch this one video. Okay? I saw it today, and I couldn't keep my eyes off it. It kept my attention. And y'all, the things people do these days. The things people do these days. Oh, before we do that, let me let InnerCity Press tell you where we are with the Diddy's information. Okay, this is InnerCity Press. He's gonna give you an update on the Diddy. Okay, yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna give an update we're gonna get an update from Diddy from InnerCity Press. That's what we're gonna do right now. This is just a short update. And it's not a long update. And credit goes out to InnerCity Press for this update. It's a 5-minute video, but we're not going to watch the whole 5 minutes. We're only going to watch a little tidbit of it. A little tidbit.
Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, InnerCity Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Monday, July 14th, 2025. Now, of course, we're still covering all things Diddy. There was supposed to be a filing by the government on offense conduct due on Friday. It's not in the docket, but we've held off, but we have to do it. This Jeffrey Epstein matter, here's our take on it. Behind me in 40 Foley, there was the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, actually, behind me, it's the MCC, where Epstein reportedly was dead. But behind that, after that, and a more serious thing that was actually able to be covered, there was a trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, and we covered it daily. We put out a book called Maximum Maxwell that you can find. But it's more than that. We had covered Ghislaine Maxwell back. Here's the news hook of today. It is reported that Ghislaine Maxwell is willing to testify about the whole Jeffrey Epstein, l'affaire Jeffrey Epstein, whether to provide a list or to say there is no list, to tell the full and complete truth, she says, it is reported, about Jeffrey Epstein, probably in exchange for either a pardon or reduction of sentence. She's serving 20 years in a federal penitentiary in Florida. today, as it happens, DOJ's response to her Supreme Court appeal is due, and we're going to be following that as closely as possible. But what I want to say about Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein is that there is a UN connection. Yes, it's true. When I was inside the UN before being ousted, in fact, I asked a question of Ghislaine Maxwell. She had a UN press conference, believe it or not. Noted sex trafficking. It was already known that she was involved with Epstein, who had gotten the sweetheart deal for child sexual abuse in Florida. And she held a press conference, and I asked a question, and soon thereafter, I was ousted from the UN. Have been ousted ever since. Maybe it's a blessing because I've now covered the courts, but I'm not. They don't even respond to my applications to reenter. And and beyond that, I just saw somebody from the court, so it threw me off a bit. But they don't answer written questions, including on this topic. But here was the connection. There's an email from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell saying, go forward with your Oceans Conference. It'll help put it all behind us. The Oceans Conference was inside the United Nations. There are many more connections. You can find them on Maxwell, but I resisted, but I'm in, because it's also a big political issue, how it's being handled, how the strange, sudden celebration of some by opponents of others. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that because I've got to get the Diddy thing you've heard. We're going to be trying to track down that filing because it was due and it should have been docketed. There are count them three, at least, trials starting in SDNY today. The big one that we're trying to be covering, we've been covering from the indictment, is Roman Storm.
Okay.
For the Tornado Cash crypto.
Well, we're going to stop there with him. Okay. Like I said, we was only going to listen to a portion of it anyway. We weren't going to listen to the whole thing. But now let's go ahead and get into this video. And the reason why I want y'all to see it, because to me, I think it's pretty disturbing. It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain this video. I really don't. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to find it. I had it somewhere sitting in here. Where did I put that video? Guys, I'm just looking for it. Where did I just... Give me 1 second, guys. What did I do with it? Ooh. Oh, here it is. I found it. You can pull it over here so I won't have to be looking for it so hard. Oh, I tell you. Let me see. Tabby Masters, I'm so glad you're here, girl. Oh, Lord, you. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Let me get up and tell you why. I've been asking for you. Every live I've been doing, I've been asking for you. Okay. One of these bags belong to you. I think it's this one here. You and my thoughts was the ones I had on my page I've been looking for. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and put that in my my IG. I'm trying to did everybody tell you I've been looking for you? If you see Terry, to let her know to show up in Pinkie's live. Remember we had the watch party, the Sentencing watch party, verdict watch party, should I say, the verdict watch party, the Diddy. And we gave away prizes and gifts during that time, right? For questions and stuff. and it was you and my thoughts. I've been all over the world looking for you from social media, though. You know, no, that's a lie. I only been on my own channel, but I just been when someone and I wish Sweet Tea would come back. She was on my live yesterday, and she already got hers, and for some reason she couldn't come up. I wish somebody would try to see can they come up. Terry, you don't have to show your face or anything. Are you able? Because yesterday nobody could come up. Somehow, remember when I did a live and it kept shutting me down, knocking me out of my live, and I did not know that somehow when they was doing all that updating or whatever, I got knocked. Everything on my thing changed. Nobody could come up yesterday. Terry tried to come up and tell everybody and show her fan. You got the blue, the navy blue, and the brown. I just need your address. You can do it either two ways. You can either try to come up. And when you come up, I have what they call a private chat. When people are up on my panel, they can see my private chat. Nobody can see it but me. And they can phone ring. Okay, go ahead and accept the phone call. Let me put this away. Or you can send it to my IG. Just send it to my IG. Or come up in the chat, and nobody will see you. You can keep your avatar up. Nobody can see you but me. Only way somebody can see you, you have to take your avatar down, but you don't need to take that down. I just need you to come up and put the address either in my private chat, and then I erase it once I get it down. Haven't been on preparing for surgery. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. I'll go to my IG. Everybody, that's the best way to for me to get your information. Or while you're on this live, where you go up in my private chat. It won't take but a second. Let me know what you want to do. Okay, y'all's two is the only ones I still got. My thoughts and Terry Matthews. Those are the only ones I have still sitting. I'm going to go ahead and play this video, guys, so we can be done soon, because I do not want to go over my time. And this video, it was kind of shocking to me. It was kind of shocking to me. We had 1 hour, 25 minutes. And so I'm trying to keep my lives under 2 hours or 2 hours. Drop the link. Okay, let me go ahead and drop the link. And you don't have to put your avatar up. Let me take this down for a moment. I just dropped the link, Terry, since you're the only one coming up. So that means nobody would see be able to see what's in my private chat, but just you and I. But only one would be able to see it. But I'm going to be, until you come up, I'm going to be playing this video. Okay. And then my private chat, once you come up, you look over to the right, you'll see where it says private chat. Type it in there for me. Make sure zip code is on there, so I'll know, because I want to go ahead and get those out today, because I'm not going to be going live tomorrow. I will not be going live tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow. Okay, so I'll be out all day under doctor's care tomorrow. They're going to put me to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep tomorrow. They're going to put me to sleep tomorrow. Yeah, so, and I don't know whether Wednesday I'll be able to talk or sit up here. Hello, my beautiful Pinkie. Miss Pinkie in chat. Sorry, I'm late. I'm just waking up in South Carolina. Thank you, Alice, for coming in. Okay, wait. Thank you, Alice. Now I see you, Terry. Do you want to put your avatar up, or do you want me to just bring you on up? Because you're looking beautiful to me. Don't put a finger up if you want me to just bring you on up. Do this here, because you're looking beautiful. I have to just bring you on up. Just throw your finger up. Pat your forehead, because that's on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on up. Girl, you looking beautiful. What you out to?
I actually had to, I'm getting ready to run to the office because I work from home.
Okay.
And I have to drop because surgery is tomorrow 7:10 a.m. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
looking
I'm
beautiful.
finishing up some stuff. Well, thank you. Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
You're so funny.
Loving that hair, girl.
You're so funny. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you. I am.
I'm happy to see you too. Well, you know what I did? I did go on your IG page and I did message you. You never got it? Because I didn't know if you wanted me to email you or.
I know IG would be better because I let me see. You said you messaged me on IG.
Yeah, that was like last week. It's Pinkie the Housewife, right?
Pinkie the Housewife, yeah. Let me answer this.
I did.
Hold on for 1
you.
second. Let me answer
go
this.
ahead. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes. Can you see me? Can you see me? I'm back, guys. Did you hold it down, Terry?
I didn't know, but I didn't say anything. I didn't know you wanted me to. Sorry.
You can hold it down. Y'all can always
I'm
hold it
sorry.
down.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Thank you for being here. Now, Terry, let me ask you something. You said you sent it to me through IG?
Instagram, right?
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. I did last week.
And I don't.
And it's definitely you.
Yeah.
There's nobody impersonating you with it. Hope not.
Yeah.
You don't see it? It was it was
What's the first name on it? Is it Terry?
Oh no, you know what? It's under another name. It's under I think it's Giraffe.
Just give me the first name.
It's under my Instagram name is not under my name. I made up a name.
Okay. What? Tell you what. Send it to me, but make sure you put it in there. To Pinkie, please read this message or something. You know, make it stand out so I can.
Okay.
I don't see it. If it's under a man's name or a woman's name.
No, it's under. I mean, I can give it to you. Do you want me to? I mean, does it matter if I say it out loud?
What's the name of the Instagram name?
My Instagram name is. Wait a minute now. Giraffe Philly 1964.
Giraffe Philly
1964.
64.
So like the animal giraffe, and then Philly, Philly, 1964. I didn't put it under my name. I guess I should change that.
I didn't see it unless I saw it and thought somebody. You know how you be thinking that's not real.
No, that's not real.
Yeah. I don't even.
You don't see it?
And
I definitely sent it to you. Well,
let me.
Don't worry about it. I'll send it again, and I'll just put please read.
Right. Please read.
Put it under.
Pinkie, read. It's me. Just say something like that. It's me.
Yeah, because at the end I did put this is Terry Matthews.
You did. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
Tomorrow I won't be live. I know I can't be live tomorrow.
What have your private? Do you want me to?
Huh?
Because I even emailed you to the email addresses you gave me. You didn't get that either?
I haven't gotten anything.
Yeah, I sent it. Yeah, because I sent it to what you put in the chat, and I emailed you and said, "Do you want me to put my address in there?" Or because at the time I didn't have Instagram, so I said, "Well, let me just go ahead and make, create an account." So
well, let's do this here.
Okay.
I'm going to have you to redo it today, so I can when you get where you're going. And I'll be looking for it because it'll be right on top. You know what I mean?
I can pull over. Yeah, I can pull over. Give me a second and I'll pull over.
I don't want to make you late.
No, I'm not late. I'm going to. There's nobody at the office. It's just me. I'm just dropping something off. I just want to
pull over. And go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna pull over. Let me see. I want to pull over somebody. Listen, I want to pull over somebody's driveway.
Pulling over.
Yeah. No, I just don't want to pull over. Listen, I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to pull over now. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Think anybody's going in here? I gotta eat because you can't eat after 12. So I'm gonna give me a cheeseburger.
The problem has been fixed. You're able to come up on my side. Yesterday, nobody could come up.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here I go.
Unless you want to start down the live. Did you want? Do you see the private chat over to the side? What say private chat?
Let me see. I'm on my phone. Where would it say it on my phone?
If you're on your phone, let me see. Private chat would be.
Says you're in the show. I don't see anything that says. I see a thing that says chat. Like I see. You know the thing when you're going to send it like a text message. Is that it?
Right now, text. Just say put a emoji or just say hello. I want to see whether you're in my private chat or whether you're in the group where everybody. So don't just put something.
Okay,
hello
now this one.
Yeah.
Okay, this says chat with everyone in the studio. So I'm the only one in the studio. Okay, I'm gonna just say hi.
It's your private chat.
I'm gonna just say hi.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, you're in my private chat. Perfect. Because nobody can see it. I see it.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in there now.
And wait, let me just say something back to you, let you know.
Okay. Let me okay. Go ahead. Okay, you said got it. Okay. So here we go.
Go ahead, and that's my private chat. And then I'm gonna delete it as soon as you give it to me.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, I'm gonna take this call from BT right quick, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Okay.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it. I'm writing it down.
Cool.
Okay. Let me make sure I got it right. I'm gonna go ahead and okay. Okay. Just let you know I just said okay, and I'm getting ready to okay. Let me see. Delete. Okay, I got it. And what we're gonna do, Terry, yes, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. And what I'm gonna yours is going to go out today.
Okay.
Yours,
whatever you get a chance. If not, don't rush. Not a problem. Don't rush. Not a problem.
You frozen, aren't you?
Huh?
You frozen?
Say it again.
Are you frozen?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
Well, that's okay.
Let me leave.
Terry got knocked out and I got knocked out. I don't know. Terry, if you're still here, I'm here. That's okay. Sorry. That's okay. Whatever had happened, it knocked me out too. But we're going to go ahead and get this BT in the house. You want to come up, BT? And watch this one video before we leave with me? Let me drop the link if you want to come up. Black Titanic is in the house. I just put it there. Black Titanic is in the house. Yay. Yay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait. BT? Wait, I'm looking for something, guys. BT, you're in the house. BT. BT. BT, you're in the house. No, I can't. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this video started. BT is in the house, guys. Let me get this video started. right quick. Because as soon as this video is over, I'm trying to get out of here. Okay. Now, I want y'all to watch this video from the beginning. Y'all really watch this video, okay? Pinkie, you know it's hard to breathe and talk. Okay. You just have to keep reminding me. Sometimes I forget because I'm overly hyped. I'm always hyped. I love you, though. Okay, here it goes, guys. And put one in the chat if you can hear it. Did y'all see that? What do you all think of that? What do you all think of that? That is something else. That's the last video I wanted to show you all. That's almost like he is trafficking her. He owns her. That's what he said. He said he owned her. You see how she's afraid to say anything. There's not a word coming out of her mouth. She is just like, she dare not to talk. And when he put his hand around the back of her neck, pushing her head down, talking about, I own this. I own her. Ooh, my Lord. Pimps, they act like they treat you like you're their property. Ooh, my shirt collar is crooked. They treat you like they're your property. Ooh, my Lord. I just wanted to bring that video out to y'all. All right. I hope y'all, for everybody that on the case with Shannon Sharpe and his OnlyFans model, Gabbi, that happened on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. And they go back to court September the 3rd. September the 3rd, they're back in court. Okay. And when they're back in court, we're going to see how long would he keep letting this thing drag out or what? Oh, I don't know. But I do need to talk about some other stuff that we got. Justice for all victims. Oh, my Lord. That put you on the edge of your seat watching that video. I mean, it had me on the edge of my seat. But anyway, guys, I just brought that to you since we're dealing with all this, these old men that taking control of these 19-year-old girls. Cassie was 19. Even the OnlyFans Gabbi was 19. You know, whether, you know, I'm just I have no feelings one way or the other about Shannon because I watch Shannon's podcast and I laugh like anybody else. But I think I'm quite sure he can find somebody 30, 40, or 50 because he's 56. They got bad bodies too. If you want a woman with a big banging body just because he works out too, you got to go find you a big banging body woman that works out just like you, but find her of age. And then go ahead and settle that suit and get before you lose your whole career. Okay? Before the whole career of yours just go down the drain. Because the longer you drag this thing out, Shannon, it's going down the drain, Shannon. And it was no mix up in the courthouse. I don't think it was. But I'm not going to hold you all long. We're going to be getting out of here. Shannon, that $50 million. You offered her 10. You better come on up. Because you can't keep doing this. Okay? Shannon, no, he can't keep doing what he's doing. He's going to be broke fooling around with that girl. Because the longer you hold this out, it makes others come out. Others going to be saying, I want a payday too. It's time for me to go out and tell my story. So you better, predators moves goes for young, inexperienced girls to control and dominate. That is true, Black Titanic. I'm glad you said that. They know what they be looking for. Because a 30-year-old have been cussed his butt out. A 40-year-old would have been slapped him. A 50-year-old would have cussed him out, slapped him, and walked out the door with her stuff. You see what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm getting ready to go anyway, BT. We're getting ready to shut this down. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed the live and everything. And like I said, I won't be live tomorrow, but I still want y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. If you're new, just coming in, make sure you do that. Okay? And I know there was some graphic content and words you all may have heard, so that's why I'm going to put that up. And I know that scene on that airplane could be a trigger for a lot of people. So, but I do apologize for all of that from you all. All right. And we're going to go ahead and go. And y'all just make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Bye-bye.
I'm tired of shit.